Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings here, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but also some stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, and even a dash of Disney. So if you like unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell. And if you're already subscribed, thanks so much for being here and welcome back. Today I have a beauty box to share with you. It is The Box by Fashionsta, which is actually the first beauty box that I opened here on the channel. Now they have had some trials and tribulations like everyone else over the past few months, but they did actually have to stop shipping for several months. So the box that I received earlier this month was actually their March/June box, and even then it was missing an item which should be in this particular box. But I am so happy to say and see that it looks like they are back on track. I actually received this July box a little bit earlier than expected, so I'm very excited to see what they have in store. The box is only $24.99 per month, and that does include the shipping, and usually the retail value of all of the items inside is well over $100. So let's open it up and see what we've got this month. They also include a little product card that tells you the retail values, and it looks like the total retail value of this box this month is $147.50. So definitely a great value on a $25 box. Inside you just got some branded tissue paper, and then they always have black foozles, which sometimes the dust from them kind of gets all over the packaging, which is a shame, but it looks like everything's kind of protected in its own box this time. So let's get into it. I am very happy to see that the item that was not included in my June box is by Shivani Beauty, and it is in here. I have to look at the last product card to remember exactly all the good things about it and the value. I do remember it was like the highest ticketed item in that box, but I also appreciate that they didn't want to delay shipping any longer, and so they were really good about communicating with us and telling us why they made that decision. Wow, this is really pretty. So this is a primer, and I wasn't expecting it to be like an oil primer, but look how pretty it is. And then this is surprising to me. It's actually a dropper, so that top, even though it's metallic, is really flexible. So that's pretty interesting. It says Insta Blur Primer. I'm just gonna give it a little smell. So it has a really distinct smell. It's almost like vitamin E, but like a little bit sweet. So again, I'm gonna have to look up this product and see exactly what's in it. I do like using primers, whether I'm wearing makeup or just kind of as a moisturizer. So I'm interested. I've never actually used like kind of an oil primer like that. So we'll have to see how well it absorbs and how well it works. But let's get into this month's box. So the first thing I'm seeing is got pretty bright packaging. It says We Are Wild Solid Block, and it says it has active cannabis in it, so that's interesting. Let me find it here on the product card. So this is some solid block mineral sunscreen that says it is worth $26. So here is the package. This solid stick glides on smooth and feels invisible, appropriate for oily, dry, normal, and combination skin types, formulated with non-nano minerals and the safest broad-spectrum UVA, UVB protection, SPF 35+. Don't call it sunblock, it's solid block. It's vegan, non-toxic, cruelty-free, and TSA friendly, which is also nice. So I guess it's just like a stick, like a roll-on, so there is a little cap on it. I'm trying to see if I can smell it. Smells good. It smells like a lotion. It almost smells like a candle. So I just went to the beach last weekend, so you can kind of see right here I took the cap off, and I was really good, you guys. I reapplied several times, but then we did stay like a little bit longer than we intended, and I totally burned my chest. So you always have to get that first burn of the summer in, and mine just came a little bit later in the year than it usually did, but you'd be surprised. I have so much sunscreen, but maybe something like this would be good where I can just like roll it on there. So happy to have that. I'm not really sure what having cannabis in there does to add to it. I'm seeing a little base blue sponge. So if I use foundation, I usually use like a brush these days instead of these little sponges, these little teardrop shaped sponges. I think I got one of these in a Good Vibes Scribe. But let me know what you guys use for your makeup application, if you're more of a brush person or if you use these little sponges. It says this is an air sponge, full coverage, worth $8. That seems like a lot to me. Flawlessly buff and blend out heavy duty makeup formulas like foundations and concealers. So I guess that's probably why I don't use these sponges that much, because I don't wear a lot of foundation or concealers. Maybe I should. But these days, especially when you're wearing like a face mask over half your face, I feel like foundations are just going to be messy. Now let's see what this is. It says Habit the Ultimate Multi-Use Cream Color. So this is, I'm wondering if this is similar to what I just got in my Allure Beauty box. Let's see. So this says Ultimate Multi-Use Cream, $28, a cream-based color pot made for use on lips, cheeks, and eyes. With buildable coverage from a tint to bold color, the Ultimate is a blush, lip tint, lipstick, eyeshadow, all-in-one easy product, certified vegan, cruelty-free, gluten-free, and packed with protective antioxidants and skincare-grade ingredients. So this is fun packaging. So on one side it's got a heart and some metallic writing. On the other side it's metallic and bright. So I don't usually use like things like this that come in little pots, just because I feel like it's not super hygienic to be sticking your finger in there and then to be touching like your cheeks and your lips and your eyes. Like, to me that just seems like germy. But if you just stick to one spot, I guess maybe it would work. And this is actually a really pretty color. It's a little bit more of a mauve, like a deeper color than the one that I did get in my Allure Beauty box, which is a little peachier. So this might actually work as a lip color for me, and I think if I maybe just stick to it that way, and maybe even use a brush or an applicator, that would work, because that does look like the kind of lip colors that I use. It would probably be a little bit dark for my cheeks. I could maybe use it on the eyes, but I probably, again, wouldn't want to do that cross-contamination. But it is a really pretty color, so I'm willing to give it a shot. And as some of you guys know, I've probably said it in a couple of other beauty box unboxings, I have really rosy cheeks, so I definitely don't need extra blush. If anything, I probably should use foundation to kind of tone those cheeks down a little bit. Let's see what else we got. We've got a little pump bottle from Figoniero Apothecary. It says Eye Bright Coffee Bean Eye Cream. So I don't use a lot of eye creams, you guys, but I do like that this is in a pump instead of one of those little wells. I will say that. And it says this is worth $36, which is a lot, but eye creams tend to be pretty expensive, don't they? It says ultra light organic hydrating cream formulated to renew, protect, and hydrate the delicate eye area. Potent antioxidants and cell nourishing botanicals aid in the minimization of superficial fine lines, cruelty free. So, I mean, that's great. I maybe will use it. I'm just really bad, like, you guys, I've been trying to do more skincare stuff, but like when there's so many different things like serums and moisturizers and cleansers and all the things, that's a interesting, it smells very like natural and like botanical, but it doesn't have like a nice like fragrance, which is probably a good thing, because sometimes I feel like they add fragrance unnecessarily to things. So this might be something that I pass on to someone else. A lot of the times I just, you know, you're supposed to like pat eye creams in versus like rubbing them in like lotion or moisturizer, and I feel like they just never like really absorb around my eyes. So let me know what you guys think about eye creams, if you can really see a difference. But I know that like coffee is like good, like caffeine is good for like tightening things up. So I'm interested to try it. It does actually, now that I say that, it kind of smells like a little bit like coffee. It's got a little bit of that bitterness to it. All right, something else in a pretty package that looks like oily. So nice gold packaging. It just says Moonshine. Let's see what this is. It says this is worth $25. Organic 18 botanical oil blend that is totally pure, which is the way your skin would have it. Curated with nature's fruit basket with avocados, apples, watermelons, and everything in between to create a superfruit antioxidant potion that boosts radiance and balances complexion. So I'm guessing this is just like a face oil, which I started using face oils like in the fall and the winter, but now that it's the summer and I'm a little oilier, I'm usually trying to like get rid of the shine versus adding that what is nicely called a dewy look. I'm usually trying to counteract a dewy look. So let me see if I can smell it. It smells really fruity. It kind of smells like candy almost, which I don't know if I like that for like my face. I have a feeling this is supposed to like come off the top. Yeah, so it is like a pump. It almost looks like a perfume, right? Because it's like super liquidy. I'm wondering if I can like get a little bit of that out there. Maybe I won't start the pump. I'll just use a little bit from the bottom. So it's very liquidy, and I guess it would like go right into your skin. So actually I just rubbed it into my hand and it's not making it super duper greasy. So maybe it would work on the face, and I guess maybe you could use it on your body as well. I know body oils as a moisturizer are trending and becoming a little bit more popular these days. So I'll have to look that up. Again, it smells like candy, and I don't know that I want to smell like candy, but I do like fruity scents generally, but this seems like a bit much to me, but we'll see. So it does say facial oil, says it right on there. Superfruit facial oil, that's what it is. All right, let me see. I think we've got one more thing in here. And it is a palette. I feel like there's a palette in almost every box from Fashionsta, and I don't use a ton of eyeshadow. I have like 2 palettes, which is like great for me. Like the smaller ones that just have like, you know, like 4 colors, that's usually like what my go-to is, because when I have like this big array of colors, I don't necessarily know what to do with it. This is the Sun Gazing palette, so comes in this nice container, and then these are usually really hard for me to open up nicely, but it's got like a little it's got a little sticky, so hopefully I can get the box open. Sometimes it just catches on the little tabs and then I totally destroy the box. So if you guys ever get a giveaway from me and like the box packaging is just a little bit worse for wear, it's not because I used it, it's just because me and those boxes don't get along. Inside they have it wrapped in bubble wrap, which is great. And then inside, oh, so there's not even a mirror, because usually I have to like block the mirror with something, but there is a little plasticky thing. So let me see if I can just pull that off. Not completely, but these are actually colors that I'm into. So it looks like some shimmers, some glitters, and maybe 2 mattes. So these are actually really pretty. I tend to like warmer fall colors on my eyes. Even some like pinks, so this little like glitter pink down here in the corner is a little intense. I probably wouldn't use that, but like the bronzier colors, and then I probably wouldn't use this like bright yellow because that might just look a little strange. But this is actually a palette that I might hold on to because, one, it's not like super big. A lot of the colors seem to like look like they'll blend well into each other, so you don't have to have too much like makeup technique, which is definitely something I don't have. Let's see what it says about this palette. It says it's worth $24.50, which in my mind is probably about right. It says it's by the Beauty Crop. Inspired by shades of the sun, our Sun Gazing eyeshadow palette features 12 buttery and highly pigmented shades in 3 different finishes: velvety matte, creamy metallic, and long wearing glitter. Certified cruelty-free and vegan. So like I said, it does look like something that I might use. I'll have to think about it, so definitely keep an eye out over on Instagram. I don't usually do swatches on camera just because I don't know for sure if it's something that I will hold on to or not. I want to be able to pass it on to one of you guys if that makes more sense. So sometimes I just have to kind of take stock of what I have, make sure there's not too much repeat. But it does look like a nice palette. It's like one of the ones that I've liked more of palettes that I've received recently. So great box again from the Box by Fashionsta. I like that the makeup items, there weren't too many of them. There was just that like multi-purpose like lip slash blush slash eyeshadow well, and then this palette, which I think is really pretty, and then we did get the little like beauty tool, the little blender, but the other stuff was for the most part all skincare. Things that I would use, with the exception of maybe the eye cream, which I would definitely try, but I like face oils. Happy to have some sunscreen, a different style. Let me know what you guys thought about this Box by Fashionsta. If you do appreciate these videos, I would appreciate a thumbs up. It does really help my channel out, and hopefully I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.